All right, so now we have our score of -1.06. We need to find p-value. So what we're going to do is you're going to go to that website I linked up above in the for a p-value calculator. It's the same website as we used for chi-square p calculator, but it's just a different portion of the website. You can see that there's used a lot of stats tests, including chi-square, which we used last time. But the one we're going to use this time is p-value from z-score. Okay, the standard score is a z-score. That's what we're using, so we're going to use this z-score calculator, this p-value calculator. So once it loads, okay. Same deal for you're going to enter value. You're going to enter your value to -1.06. That's what we got for the standard score. Enter that in. The significant level at 0.5. And you have two options down here. Is it a one-tail or a two-tail hypothesis? Okay. Here's the deal. In our notes, for HA, we had to decide if this was a greater than HA, a less than HA, or a does not equal HA. If it is a greater than or a less than HA, this is a one-tail. So in the calculator, you would click on a one-tail test if it was greater or less than. If it is a does not equal, this is a two-tail. Okay. The reason it has those names is because of the curve, the normal curve, this guy that we worked with last time. You can't really do that in a Google Doc, so we're going to forget about it for now. But just know that two tails have shading on both sides. One tails have shading on only one side. All right. So we discussed it, and this would be a two-tail test because it does not equal, and then you just calculate. If it's going to listen, there we go. So my p-value is 0.289. Going back to my notes page, p-value equals 0.289. If you accidentally clicked one tail, it would give you a number that is half of this, okay? You need to make sure you have it right. You're clicking on two tail if it's two tail, or one tail if it's one tail. Conclusion. All right, so our p-value is 0.289, and then we compare it to our alpha level. Remember, 0.05. So is our p-value bigger than or smaller than 0.05? It's bigger than 0.05. Okay. So what does it mean when our p-value is bigger than 0.05? Well, it indicates that HO is supported. Remember, when the p-value is bigger than 0.05, HO is supported. When the p-value is smaller, HA is supported. So now the last difference between this significance test and the last one is you need to make a statement based on the actual prompt. Okay, you can't just say, oh, HO is right. Well, what does HO mean? HO is the initial claim that males have an average blood pressure of 128. So that means that there's no difference between executives and normal males in terms of blood pressure. And you can put that however you want. That's how I'll say it. All it means is that between a normal guy and someone who's an executive, their blood pressure isn't different, very different from each other. It's basically the same. Okay. So that is significance testing and how it is different. We'll probably spend 2 classes on this because it's a bigger idea. So this time I only showed you two tails. Next time maybe we'll do a mix of two tail and one tail.